Today we are going to recap a 2022 movie named Vendetta. Keep alert, spoilers incoming. The movie opens with William, Duncan, and Jen celebrating a birthday for their daughter named Kat. Being their only daughter, William loves her a lot. While at dinner, she informs them that she would like to focus on playing softball, though her parents want her to study law. We get introduced to Donnie Fetter, a notorious gangster punishing a man who messed with him. Shortly, his two sons named Rory and Danny move in to meet him. Donnie is planning on turning his youngest son Danny into a real gangster by tasking him to at least kill someone. After her game, Kat gets picked up by William and they head out for tacos. While on their way, Kat promises him that she would manage to be a lawyer while carrying on with her sports too. Upon reaching the cafeteria, William leaves her in the car and warns her not to move out. On the other hand, the gangsters are also approaching after Rory getting tasked to lead Danny to his first kill. When Kat notices them approaching, she locks herself inside the car, but they suddenly stop in front of her. Seeing them armed, she tries to run meet her dad, but the gangsters capture her on time. She pleads that she doesn't have money, but Rory informs her that they need her soul, not money. He gives Danny the confidence, and shortly Danny shoots Kat, but while getting his order, William hears the shot. As the gangsters run away, William runs out only to find frozen Danny. He engages him, though Danny manages to hit him and flee, but the police is already in place, hence arresting Danny. William calls the ambulance, and Kat gets taken to the hospital where Jen finds him. Unluckily, Kat died, and later on William is to meet the prosecutor to see how Danny would be punished. Upon meeting the prosecutor, William gets informed that Danny could be jailed for 5 to 7 years if he accepts committing the crime. He could still be jailed for 3 years if he comes clean, because they don't have video evidence or eyewitnesses on the crime, since William is the only witness. With the murder weapon also missing, the prosecutor requests him to go with a plea deal because the court might also decide not to hear the case. Wanting full justice, William informs her that he would proceed to the court, and while in the court, William gets requested to identify the person that killed Kat. Shockingly, William confirms to the judge that he is not able to identify the attacker, which prompts the judge to dismiss the case. Upon getting discharged, Rory picks him with a happy smile and inform him that he can now do whatever he wants. Unknowingly, William is stalking them as they proceed to meet their father, who approves him that he is a man now and can control the streets. Later that night, William is in his car waiting, but shortly a prostitute approaches him to inquire if he needs the services, but William informs her that he is good. Shortly, he notices Danny moving out of a den and slowly follow him before knocking him down and injure him. Upon moving out, Danny recognizes him, but William moves to the car trunk and returns with a bat. After informing him that he killed an innocent girl, William ruthlessly hits him with a bat multiple times, finishing him. Though nervous, he gets back to his car and drive back home, where he cleans blood of his car and the bat as well. He disposes off the trash and move inside, where he finds Jen watching Kat's birthday video. Jen asks him if he is fine, and he confirms he has, but suddenly moved to the washroom to take a bath. He cleans blood off his shirt but breaks down in tears after what he has just done, feeling guilty. While in bed, Jen wonders why his heart is fast pacing, though on the other hand, the gangsters haven't received the news of Danny's death yet. Rory gives Donnie some payment collections, but they seem less to what Donnie expected. Leading his goons, Rory gets informed about Danny's death and rushed to the crime scene, though he gets stopped from intervening. He inquires who murdered him, and the police informs him that they are still investigating. Detective Chen, the in charge of the case, learns that Rory is son to notorious gangster Donnie Fetter. In the morning, while at home, Detective Chen visits William and Jen. He informs them about Danny's death and asks William where he was the previous night. William assures him that he was home, but also inquire if he is a suspect in the case. Jen informs him that he is not for a moment, but would still need him. He leaves them with his card to call him in case they find something that could be useful. While gone, Jen asks William where he was the previous night, and he informs her that he was taking a walk. She informs him that he shouldn't move back to his old ways, and it is revealed that William is an ex-military and war veteran. While at the club, Rory is still anxious on avenging the death of Danny. One of his colleagues suggests that the girls working at night might have noticed something. Upon asking them if they saw something strange, the woman that approached William earlier reveals that he saw a man that night. After describing him and explaining that he didn't seem a person for such places, Rory gets his phone. He shows her William's photo, and upon confirmation that he is the man she saw, Rory understands that he avenged the death of Kat. He then orders all his men to go hunt William. The following day, while William is outside a cafe, Rory and his colleague move to attack him. William, having noticed them already, he engages them and run away, though they proceed to pursue him. He bumps into one of them, but while hitting him, Rory arrives to shoot, hence William fleeing. The chase proceeds, and after a while they manage to hit him down, and Rory approaches. He informs him that he would like to see him die after killing Danny, and leave his colleague to finish off William. William shockingly kills the man and run away with Rory shooting at him. Shortly, Rory notices a police car approaching, hence picking William's wallet, and escape before they get to him. William calls Jen to close all the windows and wait for his explanation. Upon reaching home, they rush inside and Jen asks him to call the detective if he is being. While at the crime scene, Chin discovers that the victim is related to Rory but shortly receive a call from William. William invites him to his house and Chin reveals to him that he knows he is the one behind the death of Danny. Given the fact that they are gangsters, Chin informs him that they would be coming back for him. After his services in Afghanistan and Iraq, Chin informs William that he can protect himself. However, he leaves him with a squad car outside his house to protect him, promising to return the following day. That night, William digs information on Donnie Fetter and learns that he is a crime lord. Jen persuades him to be open with her on what is going on. Upon revealing the truth to her that he killed Danny, Jen gets terrified. She informs him that they need to leave and William agrees that they would be leaving that night. Shortly, the squad car outside gets distracted to move away, and suddenly Rory and Donnie break into William's house. They confiscate their phones and William begs them to let Jen go because he wasn't involved in Danny's death. Donnie refuses to let her go and without any second thought he shoots her dead. Furious, William gets forced down by Rory and Donnie shoots him as well. Rory approaches him and mocks him that he feels happy seeing him dying and shoot him again before leaving. Injured, William crawls to reach a cell phone and call 911 and shortly wake up in the hospital. He tries to run away from the hospital, feeling the need to revenge, but he gets stopped. After a while, Chin visits him in the hospital and calls it a miracle William being alive. He asks William if he is going for revenge and provide him with documents that could help him disguise that he is dead. In the next days, William starts to exercise, getting back to his feet, and after getting some recovery, he escapes from the hospital wearing the janitor uniform. At night, he moves near a motel where he steals a luggage, though one man besides notices him and wonder. He moves to the washrooms to change his clothes, and in the morning he collects money from the bank that could help him out. Upon returning to the motel, the man that noticed him the previous night approaches him. He seems to know about him after recalling him from the news about his saga with the gangsters. He tells him that he can help him out, and since William is in need of firearms, he invites him to his room. Dante turns out to be an arms dealer who was once at war with Rory and ended up losing his cousin. He shows him different weapons which William keeps trying out, but while checking them, Dante wonders his expertise in holding the guns. William informs him that he is ex-Marine and the two negotiate on the price, which William pays without bargaining. He also pays for a car which he drives to an abandoned place and starts training to regain his shooting skills since it was a while after his retirement. He trains to regain his physical fitness as well, and after confirmation that he is good to go, he drives back to town. On the other hand, Rory gives Donnie less payments again, hence telling him that Donnie was better than him. He blames him for his death because he had the responsibility of looking after him on the streets. That night, William visits Jen's graveyard and later drive to a place where one of Donnie's men stays. He stealthily moves in and shoots him on the leg before engaging him in a combat fighting. William suddenly shoots him in the stomach to fall down, and he requests him to call an ambulance for him. William asks him about Donnie's whereabouts and they make a deal that he would direct him if he agrees to call an ambulance for him. He tells him that Donnie is at the club, and after learning its location, he shoots him dead despite the deal. In the morning, Donnie and Rory receive the news, which prompts Donnie to order Rory to go hunt William and finish him once and for all. As they move out, William is already at the place and proceeds to disguise as a drunkard and hit the guard outside. He continues inside to Donnie's office, who gets shocked by his presence. William informs him that he is emotionless after everything he has gone through. Getting used to killing, William informs him that he now sees it as normal and shoot him dead. He grabs his phone and calls Rory and inform him that Donnie is already dead, which prompts Rory to return to the club. Upon reaching the club, they start to hunt him around and Rory confirms that his father is dead. However, Rory feels emotionless because he despised his father but orders his goons to hunt William. William shortly opens fire, and in the shootout that follows, William captures one of them. Holding him as hostage, Rory himself shoots him dead, hence William fleeing. He drives away amidst shootings, but he escapes back to his motel, though one of the prostitutes notices him. She calls Rory and tips him off that she has seen William. Dante moves to William's apartment and finds him struggling with a bullet in his shoulder. While helping him out, the gangsters arrive outside the motel and start to search around. Rory asks the receptionist about William's car, and after learning that it is not registered, he shoots him. He moves outside and calls William loudly, and upon hearing them, William sets his rifle. He nearly shoots Rory, and a shootout breaks out as William and Dante run away to Dante's car, and escape amidst the shootings, but the gangsters pursue them. The shootings continue while chasing them, and the fight gets tense after Rory assuring his men that they have to finish off William. Considering the pressure, Dante calls his friend named Roach to cover him up, and Roach prepares his team. After a short distance drive, Dante and William manage to drive inside Roach's garage. When Rory and his team arrive, they surprisingly shoot at them, forcing to flee. While inside, still jubilating about the win, Roach recognized William from the news. Shockingly, Rory and his team bump into them, and a shootout begins between both parties, in which most of the people get killed, with Roach inclusive. Rory takes out the remaining men, and only him with William happen to be the survivors. He calls them out so that they finish it man on man, and shortly when William tries to attack him, he shoots him. He sarcastically tells him that it's now over, as he had promised to finish him, but William stabs him with a screwdriver in the neck. As he struggles, William grabs the gun and watch him taking his last breath. Dante, who happens to be alive, escapes after hearing the police sirens, who arrive shortly at the scene. Chen moves inside and finds William still struggling with life, and after a little chat, William dies. Chen says that it's worthy, bringing the movie to the end. Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.